Someone is secretly recording your conversations at night. Archangel Uriel says it's not who you think. Archangel Michael says, darkness hides more than shadows, and silence doesn't always mean peace. Every night while you rest, someone creeps silently with an agenda, hiding behind kindness and masks. But something happened last night that you were not supposed to miss. It involves your voice being recorded. You didn't notice the presence, but they were there, just outside your room, behind the wall, or in the adjoining flat. The voice that reached their device was meant to be sacred, yours alone, but it was captured without consent. Archangel Uriel whispers that it is not the person you suspect, it is someone who seems invisible, unimportant. This is not just a coincidence. It started recently, but it's been building for weeks. At first, it was a few conversations, just small pieces, but now it has grown into a pattern. Your privacy is no longer yours, it's being listened to, repeated, and used in ways you wouldn't believe. You may feel watched during the day, but the real danger is unfolding while you sleep. At night, the truth hides under footsteps you don't hear and clicks you dismiss. You're not paranoid, it's real, and it's more complex than a simple act of betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They've been collecting your words, not just for blackmail, but for manipulation. There's a plan to twist what you've said into something you didn't mean. Your voice is a weapon in someone else's hands, and they've grown addicted to the power it gives them. A woman knows more about it than she admits. Her smile is gentle, but her actions aren't. She pretends to care, but she's the bridge that leads them to you. Behind her is a man, soft-spoken and quiet, who stays in the background yet hears everything. Archangel Michael says, you've ignored too many small signs, but now is the time to see the pattern. They speak your name at meetings you don't attend. They discuss your future like it's a game they've already won. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You have every right to be alarmed. This goes beyond curiosity. It is theft, not of money or objects, but of your soul's voice. They are storing your fears, your dreams, and your confessions, as if they own your life's truth. At night, you may mumble secrets unknowingly, these are being kept. You talk in your sleep about moments that matter deeply, and those whispers are being replayed. They know things about your past you've never told anyone, and it shocks them. But now, they're starting to act on those recordings. Someone is using your voice to make decisions behind your back. They're impersonating your energy to gain access to things that belong only to you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. It's not just about you, it affects someone close to you as well. They're trying to find out things about this person through your late-night conversations. They believe you're the weak link, but they underestimated your spiritual protection. Archangel Uriel says, the one truly behind it is someone who talks less but listens too well. They don't ask you many questions, but somehow they always know the answers. They're not always around, but when they are, the air changes, you feel tense without reason. Start paying attention to the background noise in your home. Start noticing when your phone battery drains faster or a device overheats. These are not normal occurrences, they're signs of interference. Type Amen to get blessing 888. What they want is control, and they're doing it without confrontation. They believe that if they can predict your moves, they can shape your path. But the universe is beginning to shift, and the watchers will soon be watched. Every night, Archangel Michael places a seal of light around you. This is why their recordings always miss something. They hear the sound, but not your spirit. They capture words, but they cannot steal your divine presence. Now, one of the recordings has leaked. Someone unexpected got access to it and was disturbed by what they heard. They are now coming to warn you, quietly, because they're afraid of being watched too. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You will soon find out what's been said behind your back using your voice. It will shock you to hear your tone twisted into meanings you never meant. You'll feel betrayed, but don't fall into rage. Use your calm as a mirror to reflect their lies. This situation connects to something deeper, a hidden agenda about your inheritance. Your voice is being used to create a legal pathway to intercept what belongs to you. They think they can mimic your approval by stitching together words you've said in fragments. But what they don't know is the divine realm has already marked their efforts for collapse. The energy around you is changing, glowing with heavenly fire. Their devices will soon begin to malfunction, their recordings corrupted by unseen forces. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They'll start to panic when they realize they've gone too far. One will try to approach you with a false apology, pretending to confess in tears. But it's just a trap, to record that too, to use your forgiveness as a sign of weakness. Do not fall for it. Do not offer them mercy unless the heavens confirm their change is real. This is a test not just of your awareness, but of your boundaries. You are not alone in this spiritual war. Someone from your bloodline is watching from above. They know how sacred your voice is, how important your words are in the timeline of fate. You were chosen to carry light through speech, and that light is now under siege. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, your sleep will soon be protected with divine codes. You'll start seeing strange patterns in dreams. These are symbols of encryption, divine shields. Your words will begin to vibrate differently, and even if they try to record you, all they'll get is silence. The false friend who helped them will soon face consequences. They will lose access to their devices unexpectedly, and confusion will descend upon them. The person who paid for your recordings will regret every coin, for what they hear will disturb their soul. You will be alerted to a specific item in your room, a book, a box, or a gift. This item is where the secret recording device is hidden, carefully placed to avoid suspicion. You'll find it when you are not even searching, your hand will be guided to it. Type Amen to get blessing 717. The moment you touch it, a cold sensation will crawl over your skin. You'll know immediately that it doesn't belong with you. Destroy it, but not in rage. Burn it with sacred words in your heart, and light surrounding you. Soon, people who smiled with you will begin to step away. They know what's coming. They fear exposure more than justice, and your awakening threatens them. Their whispers will grow louder as your silence grows stronger. Don't explain yourself. Let your presence become the answer they cannot twist. Your true allies will come forward soon. Watch who chooses to stand beside you when the tapes stop playing. Type Amen to get blessing 616. You are about to see a shift in how people treat you. Some will praise you publicly but speak against you privately. Others will silently stand by you. They are the ones whose loyalty cannot be bought. Be careful of the woman who always visits during odd hours. She carries a hidden agenda and often glances at your devices. She once smiled when you were distracted. That was the moment the recorder was placed. You'll start receiving phone calls with no voice on the other side. They're not accidents, they're signals from someone trying to confirm if the lines are still tapped. Don't panic, just stay grounded and keep your intentions clean. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Every lie that was created using your voice will fall apart. The person orchestrating it all will soon be exposed by their own carelessness. They'll leave a digital footprint, a mistake that cannot be erased. This isn't just happening to you, it's happening because of you. You have something they want, either your energy, your knowledge, or a spiritual inheritance. They thought if they could study your patterns, they could become you. But your essence cannot be mimicked, because it was divinely designed. Even if they wear your voice, they cannot carry your soul. You're about to be delivered from this trap, and those behind it will lose access forever. Type Amen to get blessing 444. A legal situation is rising connected to these recordings. Someone close to law enforcement will contact you about a digital rights violation. Don't ignore the message, they are coming to help, not harm. This battle isn't just about technology, it's about energetic manipulation. They want to program your energy with doubt, to make you second-guess yourself. But with every Amen spoken, you reprogram yourself back to divine strength. Speak less for now, especially at night. Place protection prayers over your sleeping space, even silently. They will try one final time, right before being completely blocked. Type Amen to get blessing 101. The storm is reaching its final phase. A friend who never spoke much will soon reveal they knew what was going on. They wanted to protect you but didn't know how to intervene, until now. Your reputation is about to be cleaned with divine clarity. They will not believe how wrong they were to doubt you. Your voice, once used against you, will become the trumpet that announces your rise. Archangel Michael says, stay alert, but don't become afraid. The watchers are already being watched by higher eyes. The ones who stole your sound will soon forget their own. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 99. They will soon find themselves surrounded by confusion, not knowing how everything started slipping from their control. Their devices will begin acting up, their messages will go undelivered, and the audio clips they secretly gathered will begin to erase. This is divine interference at work, removing what was never meant to exist in the first place. A spiritual storm is rising around them, and one of them will suffer severe emotional collapse. They believed they were just collecting words, but those words carried divine vibrations they couldn't handle. Now, their minds are beginning to turn on themselves, sleepless nights, hallucinations, and fear of exposure. The same way they silently pressed record on you, now the universe is recording them. Everything they've said in private will soon echo in the ears of someone powerful. You will not have to lift a single finger for justice, divine order is taking the wheel. Type Amen to get blessing 121. The person who sits quietly at family gatherings, or at your workplace, is more involved than you think. They act distant, sometimes pretending they don't even remember what you said, but they remember everything. They replay your words to others in secret meetings and manipulate the emotions of those who once trusted you. Their smile has grown bold because they think their trickery is flawless. But every empire built on lies is destined to collapse. And their time is now running on borrowed minutes. Soon, someone will approach you with guilt on their face. They will confess, not because they want to, but because their conscience won't let them sleep. This person was not the mastermind, but they helped, and now regret is eating them alive. Type Amen to get blessing 313. You'll hear from them late at night or through a message filled with nervous energy. They will ask for forgiveness, but deep down, they're still trying to protect themselves first. Listen, but don't decide immediately. Let your intuition, not pity, guide your next move. A young person is also involved, someone who looks up to you but was influenced by envy. They recorded you once out of curiosity, then were convinced by others to do it again. Now, they are ashamed and will try to disappear from your life without explanation. Do not chase them. The ones who walked away with stolen truth will return when justice has humbled them. And when they do, your light will be 10 times brighter than before. Type Amen to get blessing 818. The room you sleep in needs cleansing now. There's a residue of energy left behind from devices or hands that touched your sacred space. Use sound, light, or even your breath to sweep it clean. Your spirit will feel the difference instantly. Your voice will begin to carry a new power. Even a whisper from you will shift the atmosphere, commanding truth to rise and deceit to flee. This is the divine gift being restored to you, the voice of divine fire, not just sound. Archangel Michael says, "Your silence has spoken louder than any confrontation." You are protected not just by angels, but by a sacred timeline that no enemy can disrupt. And every lie spoken using your voice is now crumbling under the weight of divine truth. Type Amen to get blessing 202. Now the tables are turning. Someone who once recorded you will be exposed in public. It will happen unexpectedly, through a message, a glitch, or a voice memo that plays at the wrong time. Everyone will turn to look at them, confused, shocked, and disappointed. You will not have to say a word. Truth will rise without you lifting your tongue. The universe is orchestrating a perfect unfolding of events to vindicate you. This is the beginning of your divine compensation. Soon, a letter or email will arrive with unusual wording. It might seem like spam or accidental, but read it carefully. Hidden between the lines is information about someone using your voice for financial or social gain. Type Amen to get blessing 404. A woman with light hair or wearing white often is the key witness. She has heard parts of the plan but kept quiet. Now she's being pushed by higher forces to speak up. When she does, your world will shake, but clarity will finally rain down like a flood. There's a possibility your name has been used in more places than you know. They may have used audio to impersonate you for online content, voice verification, or even emotional manipulation. But the higher realm is intervening. Any false documentation using your essence is being burned to ash. Your voice carries a tone that only angels understand completely. And now, they are using it to mark territory. Any room you enter will be claimed back as holy ground. You'll notice how people shift around you, as if something invisible is demanding them to behave differently. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Your power is returning. Each breath you take breaks another chain placed on your name through these secret acts. They thought they were clever, but they forgot you're spiritually encrypted. The more they tried to replicate your voice, the more they created a version of themselves haunted by guilt. You were never the one at risk, they were. Because now, what they recorded is going to be turned against them in the most unexpected way. A private investigator or tech-savvy person will soon stumble upon these recordings. They will trace the source, not to you, but to the ones who placed the devices. And then, law will become light, and silence will become thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 505. The energy around your bed will feel different in coming nights. You may hear clicks, buzzing, or even echoes, but don't fear them. These are signs that divine interference is breaking the chain of deceit in your environment. If you've ever spoken your dreams out loud while asleep, know this: they tried to access that too. But your destiny cannot be stolen through recordings, it can only be delayed, and only slightly. Now the momentum has returned to your path, and you'll be accelerating into victory. The person who placed the device never meant to go this far. They were motivated by another, someone close to your history, possibly an ex-friend or estranged relative. This person holds unresolved anger toward you, and they're trying to collect evidence to justify their bitterness. Type Amen to get blessing 909. The heavens are preparing to deliver a dream so vivid, it will feel more real than waking life. In it, you'll see the faces of those involved, the location of the device, and even the moment it was placed. When you wake, write everything down, it will be your divine blueprint for action. The next 48 hours are crucial. Don't engage in unnecessary conversations, and avoid repeating yourself. Your energy is recalibrating, and repeating the same truths aloud right now makes them vulnerable to echoing manipulation. Instead, speak in prayer, in intention, in vibration. Let your silence carry thunder, and your presence speak storms. Those who used your voice to hurt you will soon beg to have their own voices restored. Type Amen to get blessing 606. You are not just being protected, you are being rebuilt. Each time they tried to record you, the divine recorded them. Your file in heaven is filled with evidence, and your justice is no longer delayed. Prepare yourself for a powerful revelation. Someone who always acted neutral will suddenly cut ties with the ones who hurt you. They will tell you, "I can't stay silent anymore." And what they reveal will unlock doors you didn't even know were closed. Now, you're standing at the gate of spiritual victory. Behind you is deception, surveillance, and betrayal. Ahead of you is clarity, elevation, and peace no one can steal again. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You are not just free, you are now untouchable by those who once tried to trap you. Your voice is returning to you, purer, brighter, and louder than before. Let your silence sing, let your truth echo, and let their lies dissolve into the shadows where they belong. Archangel Michael says, "You are divinely shielded. Let no recording, no whisper, no imitation ever rob you again. Walk boldly, for the heavens are not just watching, they are walking with you." If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.